Thanks for joining me back here on CALMSDEN Farm for episode 6 with me, MrSealyp. Righto then, the money has gone up, there's a reason. I'm on the edge of field 5 where whilst I was doing all of my grass work in the last episode I had a cotton harvester going on a contract here on field 5. We've got cotton bales all over the place. I've got 3 on the auto loader that we got with it, and I briefly mentioned in the last episode that this is either going to be a cotton cock up or I'm going to be the cotton king, because I got greedy. And you may have noticed in the last episode when I showed the contracts, I finished the fertilizing contract, hence the money went up. I took on the sugar beet harvest, which we're going to do, but I also had a cotton contract come up on field 30. So I thought, oh, brilliant, more cotton. I'll roll it over, use the same equipment, move it over, we'll do that. What I didn't look at was that the sell points are identical. So for both contracts, they're all sphere stores. So I don't know whether or not, when we get there, it will realise that these bales are for this contract, because I haven't started harvesting the other one. I've taken the contract on, but I haven't touched the field. I'm just really worried. Well, I mean, all that's going to happen is when we put them in, it's going to tell us something, and there'll be bales towards a contract, I think. I hope. So we'll take the bales to Sphere Stores, which is right down to the south. On the way past, we'll just have a stop and look at the silage clamp. I cut the grass in the secret meadow, a little bit behind where all the houses are, and over by the garden centre. That took us from 433,000 litres up to 608, I think it is. I'm sure it's 608. I've got the Massey Ferguson and I leased the Weber DSC 180 for compacting, and we are, I can't remember now, about 40-something% compacted. So I'm kind of doing a bit of that. I want to get it compacted as soon as I can, because then I can get it covered. Actually, what I need to do then, let's go to here, put that on. 607,873 litres. So we've got a bit more, and we are 42% compacted. So that's going to continue. So we've got a couple of jobs on the go at the moment. I'm going to wait until I've delivered the first bit of cotton, or I might deliver all of it from that field before I start on field 30, which is over there. I have moved the cotton harvester over. I don't know how it's going to go. But also, I said about the sugar beet harvest. If you remember, depends how long you've been following the channel, and I think this goes back to FS17 on Lone Oak, where the Beety Boys made their first appearance. I had them doing a sugar beet harvest for me. The Beety Boys have returned. It's a big field, big harvest, big machinery. So I'm going to get those guys cracking on. I think they've got the vehicle all ready to go, and they've got an articulated lorry with a trailer. But what I'm going to do is set them off so they know where they're going. Point them in the right direction. I don't know if we can get down there. You know what I might do? Just pull over by the side of the road. Hopefully I don't block anything. Turn the engine off. Leave the beacons on. Hop the fence. You'll see them just here. So what I'm going to do, like I say, I'm going to get the sugar beet harvester on. We'll get that round to a couple of loops round. Get that rolling. I will probably take everything and put it into my silos until the harvest is complete. Then we'll deliver. Just so I can kind of maximise what we get to keep. It's a big old one, isn't it? The Tiger 6. Lovely bit of kit. So let's jump in, start it up. Have we got it some articulated mode? We need to Oh, no, I was on unfold harvester. I was on the header, not the harvester. I think we're going to get a huge amount off this. So what we'll do is we'll go down this side because we need the pipe, the correct side for unloading. So as it has been, since we kind of got ourselves established and got going, multiple jobs all the time. We are multitasking almost constantly. This is a big field. We're going to get a lot of sugar beet of this. I'm not sure if our silo will hold all of it. So we'll put a load in the silo first, and if we fill it up, so be it, then we'll take the rest. I think this is all going to all spheres as well, which is just over there. So not too far to go with the lorry. And yeah, so we'll be finishing compacting the silage clamp, get these cotton bales sorted out and see if I've made a horrible error, get this field done with sugar beet, and where am I going from there? Not sure, but yeah, that's what the plan is at the moment. So I'm going to do a couple of rounds, and I will see you in a bit. We'll take that cotton and see what happens, shall we? I'm hoping it'll be fine. I can't see it being fine. Obviously I can, because it's niggling me. It's in the back of my mind, so we'll see. Back in the cab of the JCB. As I always do when I'm doing these things, I may have made another huge error. I've done 2 strips round to give the guys a chance to be able to turn around. I'm already up to 118,000 litres. Yeah. So, moment of truth then. Let's see. Please, 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 please. Just come up saying a certain percentage of the contract on field 5 complete. That's all I'm looking for. If it does that, I will be blissfully happy. Now, these aren't being sold at the bale sell point, which is over there. I think it's this one here, isn't it? It says, where are we? Yeah, field 5. All spheres store. So what we need to do now is check the map. We are here. Yes, this one, this side, not that one, that side. I don't know how this is going to work. This unloads off the back that way, doesn't it? Fingers crossed. What could possibly go wrong? Yes. Just... Oh, okay. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. Lower loading platform. Right. 23% completed. That was 3 bales. I'm not sure how many I've got in total. I'm just hoping I've got some spare. I'm not going to sell them yet if I have any spare. I'm going to put them into storage. We'll put them into the main barn at the farm. That way, if I decide to go down the spinnery route, we can... The spinnery does take cotton as well as... I'm sure it does, yeah. As well as wool. And then... oh, I don't know. And if not, then I'll just sell them. There's cotton bales, and we'll make the money for the cotton. I'll just wait for a really good price, we'll take them and we'll sell them. I think. Now, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to deliver all the bales first until that comes up contract complete. Then I'm going to make a start on the other field, field 30 with the cotton harvester. I don't want to muddy the waters by doing something wrong at this stage, having managed to succeed at that. Ooh. I was looking down at, but... Right. Okay. Ooh. Oops. While I was doing all of that, my silage clamp has been has been done. It's compacted 100%, blanket silo. Job done. Okay, so that's my components for total mix ration on the way. I'm going to go and grab some more of these bales, deliver them and see what happens, and we'll see if we've got any left. I'm going to get the Beety Boys to continue, and let's see where we end up. I probably shouldn't have said what I said earlier. Cotton Calamity is probably a better way of putting it. Cotton Calamity or Cotton King. It will depend. The thumbnail may have already said, I don't know. But what I haven't done yet is not that you necessarily need to see it, but let's load some of these up, shall we? Beacons off. There we go. Just thinking, if 25% is 3 bales, 1, 2, 3, that will take me to 50%. 1, 2, 3 will take me to 75. That should potentially leave me 4 bales. That's pretty good. If that stays as it should. We will see. Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. I haven't missed one, have I? And the thing about it is, I can't complete on this contract because this contract gave me this gear and the harvester. So if I complete this contract when I'm done, I then won't have a harvester for doing the other one. See you in a bit. Result. Oh, okay, so that's how it's going to work. Right, so rather than get paid any extra for what was over and above, I'm now contract complete on field 5, and it's taken whatever was left of that last bale 3% towards the contract on field 30, which is brilliant. Now I only bought 1 bale this time because I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, whether it would complete or not. I've got 3 bales left in the field. I thought I'd have 4, it took an extra 1. So I've got 3 bales left. I'm going to go and collect those and go and put them into the barn. It does mean now on my way back I can set the cotton harvester off on field 30. I've got a really worrying feeling. Well, I'm going to have to go right through the night regardless. I won't be skipping because the sugar beet harvest is bonkers. I mean, I'm a fraction through. Let's have a look at the map. Where are we? Right. Right, that's how much we've done of this entire field. And this is how much we've got in storage. Nearly 300,000 litres. Oh, this is going to be mad. Absolutely mad. I've also done something a little bit naughty. To be honest with you. Just to save my own sanity. I don't know if you noticed it. I don't think you better see it from here. No. One of the silos. It's an Omatana silo. But I've got Foley Farm silos to put us in one. It's £5 grand, so nice and cheap. And I've put it down over there at the sell point in one of the little spaces. So everything that's coming off of the sugar beet field is going into that silo first. and then when I'm done, we'll then put it into the sell point. I didn't want to drive it all the way over to my silo over there, fill that up, and then realise I needed to do more, and then when I've then got to bring it back to sell it, I've got to take it from that silo all the way back over there. So I thought the easiest thing to do, let's just put a cheap and cheerful silo in, which we've done, and yeah, we'll see. I mean, the rate we're going, we're going to be looking at 2.5–3 million litres of sugar beet. That's quite scary actually. That's going to take a long time. So yeah, harvester here, contractor. Why do I do this to myself? Got the contract here on the cotton field. Harvester is over there. I'll get it cracking, and we'll see how many bales we got off this one. We should have a load spare off from both. All is good in the world. It's just time, isn't it? What else would I be doing? Keeps me out of trouble, doesn't it? I think. This thing is looking a little bit beat up. As you can see, I don't know if you can see bottom right, I've still got some stuff left in it from the other field as well, so it's all good. So what I think I'm going to do now is just crack on. I've got a load of cotton, a load of sugar beet to harvest. It's going to take a long time. I'm going to see you probably in October 2. And we should know how much sugar beet we've got on hand, how much cotton we'll have spare. We'll have a load more strawberry pallets. We should have a load more honey. I mean, that sugar beet harvest will pay £8 anyway, without anything left over. So crazy times, crazy times. Well, all I can say is it's been emotional. Oh, blimey. It was the second part of October. And hours and hours and hours. It was my own doing. I've got no one to blame but myself. Blimey. I'm going to take you down to Allsphere Stores to show you. I talked about it, but didn't show you. Contract for sugar beet is done. The Beety Boys did their work, and I hauled backwards and forwards. Other than, well, I say what I put into the silo that I placed, my intention was, as I always do, because you can get caught out, and I know, you know, arguments still kind of ensue, but the situation is that if you complete the fields, clear the fields completely, and it will say 84% complete, then you sell or put it into the sell point it's asking for, it will take exactly what it needs. If you're still on the field and you're still harvesting, it will take more than it needs. I got caught out doing the cotton yesterday, so I always try and clear the field first to 84% and then go. But it became very apparent as I was going that even bringing all of the sugar beet down here to Allsphere Stalls, where I put a silo in, that I was going to have a couple of million litres to move. So what I did was put this one in here. It cost £5,000 and it holds 5 million litres. That's now got 448,344 litres in it. I completed the contract. I made, to this sell point, 24 runs. 24 runs in that lorry, each one 59,400 litres. 1,425,600 litres I bought here. So the thing is, as I was unloading and bringing it over here anyway, if I'd have put it all in there, which I could have done, when I was done with the contract, I would then have had to do 24 runs from there to there. It's not far, but having already done 24 from there to there, why? Yeah, it just seemed a bit bonkers. So I was kind of unloading on the go until I got near the end of the fields. Then I put the rest in there. So that's where we stand. 1,425,600 litres delivered, contract complete. We got about 79 grand. That should have come up actually on the screen already. So what's left is, yeah, we did all right out of that contract. 448,344 litres of sugar beet. Now, we're going to need to do a sugar factory because, as I said, the whole aim of all this and all these other productions are linking into us doing the bakery. So we can make cakes. We're going to need sugar. We're going to need butter. We've got strawberries on the go. Actually, the other thing as well is I'm going to swap the strawberries over probably to lettuce now because I've got so many strawberries. I'll show you at some point. We'll go over there. We'll have a look at I've got another 2 pallets on each greenhouse now as well, with a third one on each almost complete. So once that's done, I'm going to move all those to one side, switch them all over to lettuce because I've got more than I need. Now, I'm not taking these to sell because I'm done. As far as contracts go, on field 5 and field 30, the contracts are complete. Obviously, field 5 pays less than what it's saying because I borrowed the equipment. Field 30 pays exactly what it says because I used the equipment from field 5 to do the field 30. So I've got 2 bales here left over, and from the end of the contract on field 5 I had 3 bales left over. However, I have already taken some from field 30, which I think is going to leave me with 8. Yeah, I'm sure I've got 3 from one, 3 from the other, and then these 2. Yeah, 8 cotton bales of 10,000 litres. Well, I say 10,000 litres. One of these is just under. I had a really weird thing with the harvester, the cotton harvester, and it tripped out. It normally does the pre-chamber, and then it will unload the pre-chamber into the bale chamber until it hits 10,000 litres. Well, for some reason, it was going straight into the bale bit rather than the pre-chamber. So when I got to the last bit on the field, I had 8,000 something, 8,860 litres in the bale section. And the pre-chamber had over 2,000 litres. Well, by my calculation, both of those together makes 10,000 litres, which is a full bale. But the pre-chamber hadn't hit 100%, so it wouldn't put it in there. I don't know why. So unfortunately, I should have had 10,000 litre bale. And I mean, I'm not complaining because I've ended up with an absolute load. Actually, that's what we could do while we're here. Let's check on this and see how fermented it is. 36%. It's going to take a bit longer. Yeah, one of these is, that's 10,000. Yeah, 8,690. There you go. That should have been a 10,000 litre bale, but wasn't. Like I say, I'm not not knocking it. Because off those 2 fields, not only did we complete the contracts, and I'm not completing them just yet because obviously I've still got this, which I'm using. I did use the telehandler as well. Yeah, we've got 6 there, and these 2. Not bad, eh? Not bad at all. 8 bales. So we've got 70,000 or 78,000 litres. I think these are going to roll into the field. But what we'll do is unload. And I'll just tidy them up with the telehandler. So I think that's a result. That's an absolute win. I'm more than happy with that. Having that many bales left over. And as I said, we'll keep hold of them. Because I don't know what we're going to do for the time being. Whether we're going to use them for fabric or whether we're going to just sell the cotton. Pop that there. Put that back. Or, yeah. I think we might sell. Actually, what is cotton selling for at the moment? Let's have a look, because it might be worth an absolute fortune, in which case I might be better off just selling it straight away. That sugar beet is going to need to be cut, so I'm going to have to go through a process of cutting that for the sugar mill, which we'll have to move on to. So we've got a grey mill to buy, a sugar mill to buy, the bakery to buy, but luckily the money's gone with all the contracts we've done. Yes, it took hours, and like I said before, I don't mind. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So cotton, 22, 23, 23, 22, 23, 22. Prices aren't electrifying, are they? It's not like 3,000, 4,000, you know. But we can sell everywhere, so it'll just be either, like I say, do I go down the fabric route and do pallets of that, or do I just sell the bales? I'll decide later. I haven't got to make a decision straight away, have I? So I'll take the... I can use the pallet forks and go into the soft end, not through the wrap. Should really use bale spikes, and I should really use the longer ones, but this does work, so... These are heavy old bales, but it does work. Stick them there. I think we're doing all right now. I feel like in the time, what we're on, episode 6, we've made more progress, I think, than I did on Elm Creek. Much as I loved it, I loved the Elm Creek, I loved the Advent, that was brilliant, it was good fun, I enjoyed all that. But I feel like we're making a lot more progress. I've done a lot more contracts, and those contracts, I think the other thing as well is, compared to Elm Creek, I've done a lot more off-camera work. Hours and hours put into various different fertilising contracts and things that I've had to do. Way more than I did on Elm Creek, I think. But it's paying off now, because we're going to be, once those 2 contracts are complete, up around 550 grand, which means we're going to be in a position for... Actually, you know what, I need to take that. I might as well go over into the strawberries now, thinking about it. Yeah, result. Yeah, we're in a much better position to start on the next section with factories and things. Something worth pointing out, if you weren't aware, with the update, because you can sell the fields, and like I said, I sold the... Where are we? Here. Mine's gone blank. Oh, there we go. I sold the horse building. I think I got 58 grand for that. And the field... Hang on, that's the one I want. And the field was 28 grand. So I sold the 2 of those. I never owned that one, but that one had all of the horse riding jumps and stuff like that in it. After the update, that doesn't have all the jumps and things anymore. Now, I know the update changelog did say that that would mean that if you sold the horse building, both of these fields are then workable. You could plough them out and stuff like that. I'll be honest, when you look at how many fields there are on the map, I think more people, especially people that like to do horses and do ride them to exercise them, would have preferred that to have been left, I think, maybe. I don't know. I did think initially whether or not Oxygendavid had put the jumps and things in under decorative objects, but they're not in there. No, I'm not knocking it, I'm just saying that's the situation. in case you weren't aware. You know what we can do as well? How we're looking for our... Brilliant. I've already taken 2 pallets into our barn over there. Got another 2, another 1. With the money we've made, I think what I'll do is we'll get another beehive. We'll stick another one in. I'm not sure where. Maybe just there. We'll up our production. I've just got to decide, what do I do next? Do I do sugar? I think probably the grain mill, because I've had the wheat and barley from the very first harvests have been sat there. So what we'll do is the grain drain, and we'll get some of that in, and we'll get flour production underway. And then at the same time we get the chickens as well, because we can use some of the grain to feed the chickens. And then we can get some egg production going too. So I'll see you momentarily for you. For me in a little while, I'm going to put in the other beehive, and then we'll whiz over to the greenhouses, have a look at the strawberry situation. I've taken on a cultivating contract, but it's only a fairly small field. Think about this one, here actually field 9. Yeah, that had sunflowers in it, and I've never got a contract come up to harvest those. I mean, to be fair, I was pretty busy. It's not like I had much time, really, to do it, but could have done. I have also been tipped the wink about somebody locally who has a load of raisins for sale. And we could buy those raisins at a knockdown price off the back of a lorry, if you know what I mean, and make a bit of money. Again, if you know what I mean. It's not necessarily kosher, but we could do it. Right, that's that done. Let's complete on those contracts then, and let's see where we're sat, shall we? Collect and collect. 552,354 grand. Lovely jubbly. While I'm in the telehandler, I thought I'd move these 2 pallets of honey. So what we'll do, let's knock into our build mode, go to animals, go across, no, down, across the bees. Let's click on that one. Put it just there. I don't think I'll have enough space to put it in between that gap there. Oh, mind you, I could... Hang on a minute. I know what I could do. Of course, I'm still thinking with me FS19 head on, aren't I? Let's do that again. Animals. Bees. And if we toggle free mode off, we can put it there. Just remove the collision bit. Plus it didn't charge me any more because it's kind of put it into the ground. Hopefully it will still work okay. Got bees coming out of it, can't argue with that. So that should up our honey production as well. Tell what I will do though is jump back into build mode. And actually, does it keep it on there all the time? It's worth a look, isn't it? And click. Oh, once you come out of the build mode, it goes back again. That's alright, cool. I wasn't sure if it'd stay like that. Now, the other scary thing, and a good reason why we needed to make a lot of money, was because I did a lot of work, backwards and forwards, when I was doing all the grass work, the mowing and the hauling backwards and forwards. Let's just stop there a second. I was using this. You know what that means, don't you? I don't want to do this. What's it going to cost me this time? 12,083. 21.9 operating hours on that. I'm already, what's this, the 3rd time I've repaired it. One was 11 grand, one was 12 grand, one was 9 grand. So I'm like 30 grand in on repairs after 21 hours. I mean, I know it's a microcosm. Those 21 hours would equate to a few months of work, but that's a big repair bill. Hey ho, what are you going to do? You want the big boy toys? You've got to pay for them, haven't you? Now, what I have also done, again, big thank you to Bear and Papa, is I've downloaded the quick, what was it called? Should have made a note of it. It's basically the adapter for the telehandler, which means I can use the sugar beet chopper on the telehandler, which means all that sugar beet, if I set it up right, I should be able to chop it almost immediately. We should be good to go on there. Where do I put these on the pallets? We'll store them in here for the time being. Oh, they'll be not too far away. Now we've got an extra hive as well. We should get some more. We'll put this all away for a later date. The other thing I need to check is my commodities that I require. So again, if we go into build mode and we go to production, go to our factories, carpentry, dairy, grain mill. Grain mill's 96 grand for that one. Sugar mill is 80 grand. That's not as bad. Tailor shop, cereal factory, bakery, milk, butter, flour, eggs. We need eggs. We need chickens, don't we? We've got strawberries underway. We're going to get the cows, so we'll have our milk. And obviously we're going to need a dairy, aren't we? Because we're going to need, oh, blimey, because we're going to need to turn some of that milk into butter, aren't we? Ooh, lummy, we can get bread underway with just flour, can't we? Now, I do want to do cakes. I want to give cakes a go. So yeah, chickens, we've got quite a few productions to buy, haven't we? Dairy's 70. These buildings are all so expensive. That bakery's 50 grand. We can stick that one in. It's the grain mill that's where are we? Sugar mill and grain mill. That's going to be, what's that? 176 grand for the two of those. Grain and sugar's my next stop then. Dairy's 70 grand. Okay, well, that'll be... Oh, and answer to the question as well. Yeah, Cotton King, not Cotton Calamity. It worked out all right as it turned out. I really was a little bit worried, I'm not going to lie. I also, off camera, I should have recorded it, and I did it all and didn't even think. As I was going around doing all the various different fertilising jobs here and there, all the fields that I cut of grass, I went over and fertilised. Cutting them puts them back to one fertilising state, then fertilising them again gives you the second fertilising state. So all of the grass fields that I cut are on two fertilising states now, which means if I cut them again, next time the yield will be better. Although they haven't been ploughed or limed, but I don't want to plough a grass field because then I have to put seeds in it again. So we'll leave that as it is, I think. That's what we'll do. All our fields are growing brilliantly. They're going to go through their cycles until we get around to harvest time for all those. In the meantime, I think what I'm just trying to weigh up, I know the fact we can transport chickens now, which is great. I love that as an option. And I think for selling them I might do, but for buying them, because we're going to buy them as chicks. Go with me on this. We're going to buy them as chicks. To get a lorry and the trailer or the stuff that I need to transport enough of them, it's going to cost me more than if I just buy them in. So I might just buy them in first time round, in big pallets of chicks. You know? So maybe on the way back past, what we'll do is we'll get the chickens out of the way as well. bit of travelling on this episode, and it's been a bit all over the place. But you'll see what I mean about the strawberries. If we are going to do cakes, I think. I mean, I'm just hazarding a guess here, but I think that's another 8 pallets here now, with another 4, because there'll be 1 more for each of them. And this is what I've got so far. Do you think we've got enough strawberries to make strawberry cakes? I think we might have. That's a lot, isn't it? And I've got to load all those onto trailers and things as well. Although I might put the bakery up here. Oh, I did say that, didn't I? Have the bakery up here. I could put all, because we can use this plot of land. You know what? While we're here, we might as well have a look. I'm not putting them in yet, but let's have a look at our factories. Let's say if we go for the grain mill, overlaps another object. No, we can put it in. It's 96 grand. I say 96 and 17. That's nice and flat. So we can get our grain mill in up here. So we could have a whole load up here by the garden centre, couldn't we? How far back? Oh, that's as far as it will let me go. But we could do grain mill, we could do bakery. The only problem is I don't really want to have the sugar mill here. I'm thinking about the sugar mill actually, having that over at the biogas plant, because there's that big open area where you can put silage clamps. And because you own it on New Farmer, potentially we can do something. Use your words, MrSealyp. Come on, you know the words. Yeah, we should be able to place them there. So I think maybe we'll do the sugar beet, because my silo's over that direction. We'll do the sugar beet there. So we'll do what I did before. I'm going to move these, and then I'm going to head back over. Let's just close those forks just a little bit. I am definitely enjoying for Smock Farmer. If you're still watching Smock Farmer, look, I've been using pallet forks. I know on 19 I was, you know, the CSZ big bag handler was my go-to for all of this kind of stuff. It just comes with practice, and I think the physics are better. I think personally the physics are better on 22 for pallet handling. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, not everyone likes doing it, but I'm finding it a lot more enjoyable, I think, than I ever did before. See, that's not too bad, you know, did right that. So yeah, I'll see you over the chickens. We'll get some chickens in, I'll get some feed, and we'll get them fed, and we'll get them underway. Yeah, it's been a mad one. This may be a slightly shorter episode, I think, only because I know for you guys watching it hasn't been and won't have been, but it's been quite a lot. It's been emotionally draining, this one. Oh dear, it really has. Now obviously this is Monday, and I said when I came back that myself and MrSealyp had been away on an unexpected journey. We're not hobbits, but you know, that kind of thing. But this week on Thursday we're heading off because we're going to be doing the tree planting in memory of MrSealyp's father. So from Thursday we'll be heading off, and I should be back Tuesday? I think Tuesday we're back. I'll try as best as I can to get ahead of myself with videos, so I might have 1 or 2 to post while I'm away. That all depends on things that happen over the course of the week. You know how it is. You make all these plans, and the best laid plans of mice and men have to get ugly. So we'll see what happens. I decided to put the telehandler back, grab the Massey. I think when I get back into the yard, what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to get that jet wash, because I honestly, our stuff all needs cleaning. It is absolutely disgraceful. I'll grab the trailer, we'll take the barley over. I'm going to feed the chickens barley. No, hang on. I'm going to feed the chickens wheat, so I'll need to take the trailer back over there. I'm going to feed the chickens wheat. I think that's the most productive. Then we'll use the barley for flour. Yes, that's what we'll do. So, we need to... I've been in and out of this menu quite a lot today, haven't I? Tools. We'll go for the steel jet wash. Spawn area is restricted. Where do I want to put this? So we can... There we go. Exactly what it cost. We're all good. Yeah, so we'll clean a couple of bits up. Or at least I can clean the stuff up. Off camera, I know. Watching someone jet wash everything. Probably not the best TV you're ever going to see. But we'll give it a bit of a clean. And then we'll go and grab that. We'll get the chicken sorted out. And we will be good. I'm quite pleased. Actually, thinking about the money we've got, I was saying, you know, to do the grain mill and the sugar beet factory is going to be like 176 grand. That's the whole point of doing all the work. We've got the money sitting here. We can probably get the bakery as well at the same time. So the next episode is going to be a bit of a sort of build, literally build mode. We're going to be in build mode. And then I'm going to get a load of the barley that's in the silo here over to the grain mill. My decision though, if I want to do bread straight away, if we get the bakery in, it's a big step actually. All these production change things that I've been talking about, we're actually going to be able to do. Do I get... If I have it right next door, I mean if we put the bakery next to the mill, I haven't got to really worry about pallets. I just wanted to have like pallets of flour. I just thought it'd be really cool. We can make some bread to start off with before we move on to cakes. So I think what we'll do, we'll deliver it. We'll have it being delivered to the bakery. Yes, I think that's what we'll do. I've got silos all over the place, haven't I? I don't know whether to leave that one where it is. I'm not going to need a huge amount here, am I, of wheat? I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to need. I'll stick in about... Well, it doesn't matter if I fill the trailer, does it, in all honesty? I've done this before. I say I'll put in X amount and then it's never quite enough. That'll do. Let's go and sort these chickens out. Yeah. So that silo's got all the sugar beet in. Once we've chopped all the sugar beet, I might... Because it will take and chop sugar beet in that silo. So I might do what I did before and maybe just chop it straight through if it will let me. I know I had a problem doing that after the game had an update, but we'll see. And then we'll get that all transported over and we can get our sugar underway as well. So all steps in the right direction. All good. It's all looking very bare over here. I've still got some logs and stumps and stuff that needs to be taken to the sawmill. That's something as well, carpentry. I really enjoy doing the carpentry and the furniture making. I might do a bit of lumber, get some trees down, and we'll get the carpentry as well underway. We'll need to buy the sawmill, or buy a sawmill. There was a sawmill pack. Maybe there might be a cheaper option. We can buy our own one, have our own sawmill put in maybe. We could do that, couldn't we? Yes, MrSealyp, we absolutely could. And where was the... It's about here, wasn't it? There we go. Oh, and that was 100. I was hoping we'd have like massive egg production, but 100's not going to do it, is it? Let's click on that. We'll go for 2 for 100 or 3. I honestly have never really noticed much difference. On seasons, with the Realismus version, it made a difference because you had to have a ratio of 1 rooster per so many hens, but I don't think it does. We'll stick a couple in. We might as well just fill it. We're going to lose out on reproduction though, because once that's full, it's full. I'm regretting now selling the land. is I'm just thinking that chicken coop from the Bavarian one, we could put that next to it because we have chickens there and chickens here, and we can get a whole load underway. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it again, aren't I? I'm in an R-in. I sold that for 28 grand. I'm going to buy it back, aren't I? Of course I am. Let's go into there. Animals. What am I like? Yeah, 9 grand. They'll do 360. If you ask me, it's a no-brainer. Overlaps with another object. What object? Oh, is it the tree? That's odd. Let's put it right in there. Ah. No, no. That's the only downside with doing that build mode thing. They put this bit into the ground, but then they left that other bit because it didn't. Oh, that's going to really bug me now. Will it still work? That's the question. If I can ignore that, can I ignore that? We'll see. Right. Roosters. I don't want 38 roosters. No. Don't want 38. Right, let's go with... I'm sorry, I know this is taking ages. Let's go with 5 in this one. And then in this one... So we'll do... Okay, well they're on the ground. Yeah, you know what? We'll be okay with that. Providing the pallets spawn, we should be good. So I've got 180 in there. We've got 100 including the ones in there. We'll get the feed in. And we'll get a load of eggs underway. Again, needed for the bakery. I think I can do this through here. That's where I find it uses everything. That was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. And then we'll do this one. And with this, we've come to the end of the episode. I should have put the chicken coop up on the hill, shouldn't I? Where it was flat already. Maybe I'll stick another one in. They're not expensive, is it? Is it? They're not expensive, are they? Is it? 9 grand. I'm going to need more on it. Whoa. Easy there, tiger. Let's check him out. We are feed in. How are they going? Oh, they need another bale. And sort them out. What is that grass? I gave them a high bale. They've got a high bale. I might stick another one up there. You know. Should we really get honking on these eggs? It's not like we're short of wheat. Oh well, alright, okay. I'll let you guys get on. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Cotton King, not Cotton Calamity. The next episode, building. We've got a load of production facilities to build. We've got flour production to get underway, bread making to do. I won't necessarily start on the sugar beet chopping because we'll do all the flour and all that kind of stuff first. But yeah, it's all good. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.